Proceed.
Okay. Okay, thank you. You are all welcome. We have the collation officer from Mayo, Benwa local government area. Can you introduce yourselves? The EO and the collation officer, please.
Good day, everyone. My name is Sarah Adamawa. I'm the EO Mayo Benwa.
I am Dr. Yusuf Buka of Modibo Adamawa University. I am the collation officer for Mayo Benwa.
You can go ahead and make your presentation.
Here I have 3 results to present from Mayo Benwa from different units. So the summation: number of registered voters 2426. 2426. Number of activated voters 1181. 1181. Party AA 0. AA 0. ADC 0. ADC 0. ADP 1. ADP 1. APC 478. APC 478. Afghan 0. Afghan 0. APM 0. APM 0. APP 0. APP 0. LP 0. LP 0. NNPP 1. NNPP 1. NRM 2. NRM 2. PDP 672. PDP 672. PRP 0. PRP 0. SDP 0. SDP 0. YPP 1. YPP 1. ZLP 0. ZLP 0. Total valid votes 1155. Total valid votes 1155. Rejected votes 26. Rejected votes 26. Total vote cast 1181. Total vote cast 1181. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Party agents, any comment or question?
No comment.
Okay, thank you very much. So you can submit your. Detaching, please. You need to once we start name signature. So thank you very much. You can take your seats. Next, CEO from Congo, Dr. Gaman, can you come forward, please? The CEO and the EO. You're welcome. Can you introduce yourselves?
I'm a local community. I am Dr. Haruna Mabakupa Kefas from Mawiola, the Collation Officer to Congo local government.
You can make your presentation.
Okay. The result was Congo local government area. I will present the summary as follows. Number of registered voters 1684. 1684. Total number of accredited voters 825. 825. Votes received by parties. Party AA 01 Party A. ADC 03 ADP 03 APC 427 ABGA 04 APM 01 APP 0 LP 0 NNPP 01 NRN 01 PDP 360 PDP 360 PRP 0 SDP 1 YPP 01 YPP 1 ZLP 0 so total valid votes 803 rejected votes 22 total votes cast 825 Thank you.
Thank you very much. Agents, any question? Thank you. You can come and submit. Let me see. Let me see it. Okay. Let me see it. Sign it. You have two copies. No. Okay, you that one. Give it you. Next local government is Guyuk local government. EO and CEO for Guyuk. Can you come over here? You are welcome. Can you introduce yourselves?
My name is Margaret Tau, Will Local Government.
And Dr. Solomon Ade from Adamawa University.
And you are the
Collation officer
of the main organization.
Alright, there were two polling units in two different wards when the supplementary election took place on the 15th. The number of registered voters in the affected polling units is 1337. 1337. The number of accredited voters is 557. Votes received by the political parties is as follows. Party AA is 0, AA is 0, ADC is 0, ADC is 0, ADP is 0, ADP is 0, APC is 223, APC is 228. Sorry, thank you, pardon. Party APC is 228. Please let me put
Okay, you.
Sorry, okay. Better now. All right. I said APC is 228. ABGA is 0. ABGA is 0. APM is 0. APM is 0. APP is 0. APP is 0. LP is 0. LP is 0. NNPP is 0. NNPP is 0. NRN is 0. NRN is 0. PEP is 322. PEP 322. PRP is 0. PRP is 0. SDP is 0. SDP 0. YPP 0. YPP 0. ZLP 1. ZLP 1. Total valid votes 551. Total valid votes 551. Rejected votes 6. Rejected votes 6. Total votes cast 557. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Agents, any comment, question? Okay, so you can submit.
Just come on, let him come on.
So thank you very much, Pentagon. Then the CEO and EO from Gombe local government, you come over.
They not cleared others. They should have processed in the
Where is the EO? Okay. Okay, so introduce yourself.
My name is Professor
My name is Professor Buba Hawanjida.
from now, Adamawa University. I am the collection officer for the 2023 governorship supplementary election. The supplementary election took place in only one polling unit. Number of registered voters, 819. Number of registered voters, 819. Number of accredited voters, 68. Number of accredited voters, 68. Scores, vote scores by each political parties are as follows. Party AA, 0. Party AA, 0. Party ADC, 0. Party ADC, 0. Party ADP, 0. Party ADP, 0. Party APC, 1, 2. Party APC, 1, 2. APGA, 0. APGA, 0. Party APM, 0. APM, 0. Party APP, 0. Party APP, 0. Party LP, 0. Party LP, 0. Party NNPP, 0. NNPP, 0. Party NRM, 0. Party NRM, 0. Party PDP, 53. Party PDP, 53. PRP, 0. PRP, 0. SDP, 0. SDP, 0. YPP, 0. YPP, 0. ZLP, 0. ZLP, 0. Total valid vote, 6-3. Total valid vote, 6-3. Rejected vote, 1. Rejected vote, 1. Total vote cast, 6-6. Total vote cast, 6-6. Thank you.
Sorry, thank you. You need to take some of the figures again.
Okay.
Can you start from ADC?
ADC?
Again, please.
Okay. Party ADC. Party ADC, 0. Party ADP, 0. Party ABC, 1, 2, 12. Party APGA, 0. APN, 0. APP, 0. NP, 0. NNPP, 0. NRM, 0. PDP, 53. Yes, 53. PRP, 0. SDP, 0. YPP, 0. ZLP, 0. Total valid vote, 6-5. Total valid vote, 6-5. Rejected vote, 1. Total vote cast, 6-6. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Agents, questions, comments? Okay, submit your. Next, local government CEO, if you are ready, you come over, please. You're welcome. Please introduce yourselves.
Good
EO movie local government.
Movie not.
Movie not.
Okay, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Muiwa Adeyemo from Adamawa University. I'm reporting the collation of supplementary results for moving north local government. Number of registered voters is 2054. 2054.
Just put it closer to your mouth so that.
Number of accredited voters 501. Number of accredited voters 501. Votes received by parties as follows: AA 0, AGC 0, AGP 0, APC 168, ABGA 0, APN 0, APP 0, LP 0, NNPP 0, NRN 0, PGP 319, PRP 0, SDP 0, SDP 1, sorry, SDP 1, YPP 0, ZLP 0. Total valid votes 488. Total valid votes 488. Rejected votes 13. Total votes cast 501.
Thank you very much. Agents, any comment? All right, thank you. So you can send it.
Can you detach? Detach. Thank you very much.
Next CEO, if you are ready. Next, if you are ready, you come up.
Okay. All of them. Okay. They are processing. So once they are ready, anyone that is ready. So they are all here. So that's what they.
You're welcome. Can you introduce yourselves?
My name is Dr. Adamawa. I'm returning was
Make your presentation.
Okay.
No, sit down. Michika.
All protocols that, as mentioned earlier, my name is Dr. Dauna Yakubu, returning officer for Michika local government. I'm going to present the results. I'm going to start with the number of registered voters. Number of registered voters is 7. Total number of registered voters is 3585. Total number of registered voters 3585. Number of accredited voters 1650. 1650. Number of accredited voters 1650. Votes scored by various political parties. Party AA scored 0. Party AA scored 0. Party ABC got 2 votes. ABC got 2 votes. Party ADP got 2. ADP 2. ABC scored a total vote of 562. ABC 562. ABGA got 0. ABGA got 0. APM scored 0. APM 0. APP 0. APP 0. LP 0. LP 0. NNPP 0. NNP 0. NRM at the NRM got 8. NRM got 8 votes. PDP scored a total of 1027. PDP got 1027. PRP got 1. PRP 1. SDP got 1. SDP 1. YPP also got 1. YPP 1. ZLP got 0. ZLP 0. Total valid votes 1604. Total valid votes 1604. Rejected votes 45. Rejected votes 45. Total vote cast 1649. Total vote cast is 1 649.
Thank you very much. Agents, any comments? You can submit.
I just need this one. This where's your stamp? Your stamp. Does it need to put the stamp? You need the stamp.
Yes.
Stamp. Get the stamp. You can get stamp even for officers. You can get stamp of
Okay, next record command, you are ready. Next record command, if you are ready, you should count.
which one? Gire.
You are welcome. Can you introduce yourselves?
You start.
Good evening, sir. My name is Hadiza Ibrahim, Igbo Guinea Local.
Professor Daniel Ayu, Financial Officer, the local government corporations of the village.
Make a presentation.
In the local government, Professor Daniel Ayu.
You can go ahead, please.
Thank you. Number of registered voters 1969. 1969. Number of accredited voters 1049. 1049. Votes obtained by the parties are as follows: AA 0, AA 0,
So
ADC
much noise coming from the back.
2, 02, ADC 02, ADP 02, ADP 02, APC 589, APC 589, ABGA 1, ABGA 1, APM 0, APP 0, NP 0, NNPP 0, NRM 1, PDP 444, 444, PRP 0, SDP 0, YPP 0, ZLP 0. Total valid votes 1039. 1039. Rejected votes 4. Rejected votes 4. Total votes cast 1043. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Comments?
Agents. If you're ready, you can submit. That's That's only much is this Numan,
Yes, exactly.
okay, get it. Yeah, thank you very much.
You Numan? Yeah. Please introduce yourselves.
Good day all. My name is Sidney Yumasha, the Professor Numaya.
I am Professor Shehu Sekiai from Adamawa University. I am the returning officer for the governorship supplementary election for Roman local government. The results are abroad.
Prof, there's too much.
Please, just a moment. Can we have silence at the back? Everybody, please. Let's be orderly. Thank you.
Number of registered voters 7805. 7805. Number of accredited voters 2125. 2125. Votes received by political parties are as follows: AA 0, ADC 8, ADC 8, ADP 3, ADP 3, APC 6 2 1, APC 6 2 1, AGBA 2, AGA 2, AMP 1, AMP 1, APP 0, APP 0, LP 1, LP 1, NNPP 0, NNPP 0, NRM 6, NRM 6, PDP 1403, PDP 1403, PRP 0, PRP 0, SDP 0, SDP 0, YPP 0, YPP 0, ZLP 0, ZLP 0. Total valid votes 2045. Total valid votes 2045. Rejected votes 80. Rejected votes 80. Total vote cast 2125. Total votes cast 2125. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Comments? Okay, so you can Next.
Good evening.
Madagali. Good evening, sir.
I am the principal electoral officer Madagali local government.
My name is Yusuf Umar. I'm the local government electoral officer, 2023 Collation election, supplementary elections for Madagali local government.
Okay.
Number of registered voters, 577. Total number of registered voters, 577. Number of accredited voters, 199. Number of accredited voters, 199. Scores by each political party, Party AA, 0. Party ADC, 1. Party ADP, 0. Party ADC.
Slow down. You are very fast. Can you slow down? Or repeat twice? Say it twice, please.
Party AA, 0. Party AA, 0. Party ADC, 1. Party ADC, 1. ADP, 0. ADP, 0. APC, 47. APC, 47. APGA, 0. APGA, 0. APM, 0. APM, 0. APP, 0. APP, 0. LP, 0. LP, 0. NNPP, 0. NNPP, 0. NRM, 1. NRM, 1. PDP, 147. PDP, 147. PRP, 0. PRP, 0. SDP, 0. SDP, 0. YDP, 0. YDP, 0. ZLP, 0. ZLP, 0. Total valid votes, 196. Total valid votes, 196. Total rejected votes, 3. Total rejected votes, 3. Total votes cast, 199. Total votes cast, 199. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Comments or questions? If there are none, you can submit. Please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Abubakar Umar Baero, Assistant Electoral Officer, Mubi South.
Dr. Zakaria Korba, the Returning Officer, Mubi South.
Go ahead.
Thank you. There were 2 units in the local government where the election was conducted. The first one we have there is Lamurde with code 017.
Ask him to give this.
Total registered voters 610. 610.
I hope you are putting the total for everything.
Yes, I have the total.
No, you're
okay,
putting the total, yes.
The total is 1134.
Take it again.
Okay. Number of registered voters. Total number of registered voters 1134. 1134. Total number of registered voters 571. 571. Thank you. Score by parties?
Yes.
AA 0.
The total, final total.
Yes, sir. Yes. AA 0. ADC 0. ADP 0. APC 253. 253. ABGA 0. APM 0. APP 0. LP 0. NNPP 0. NRM 0. PDP 298. 298. PRP 0. SDP 0. YDP 0. ZLP 0. Total valid votes 551. 551. Rejected votes 20. 20. Total votes cast 571. 571. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Comment from my party agents? Okay, can you submit that?
Just remove the. It's just remove. Detach. Like a chair. Well, okay. Okay, please. Yeah. There's no stamp.
So ladies and gentlemen, just give me some moments to set up. So I'm going to open the forms for filling. You can see it's sealed.
So we have the first one, and then the second one. We need to show that. And then,
Sign and stuff.
All right, thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
So please just be patient for a while as I fill the form. Thank you.
So that's good. Just
Pictures from Yola, the Adamawa state capital, right here on Channels Television, broadcasted live from Yola, where you can see the resumption of collation of the supplementary governorship election result there in Yola. And of course, the results have been called for the remaining 10 local government areas that were outstanding. It's been quite an eventful, say, 48, 72 hours in Adamawa State. There are so many things that have happened, controversial issues across, but eventually, we're here when the final 10 local government now have been announced by the chief returning officer, the collation officer for this election, who has supervised the calling or the announcement of results from the remaining 10 local government areas. We have from Mobi North, we also have results from Gombe, Guyuk, Twongo, Mobi South, Mayo Belwa, Michika, Gerei, Numan, and Madagali. Those were the outstanding results that were not announced yet, as at the last time collation started on Saturday night at about 11 p.m. At about 1 a.m. and it was meant to resume by 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. But if you've been following the news, something happened at about 9 a.m. when the now resident electoral officer, resident electoral commissioner of that state, Mr. Nuhu Yunusa Ari, was now being suspended by INEC from carrying out any activity for the commission, came around 9 a.m. to make an announcement declaring the candidate of the APC winner, which has sparked a lot of controversy since then. Ever since then, there has been one meeting or the other. This afternoon, the INEC commission in Abuja had to meet to make a decision. And part of the decision of INEC was that the returning officer of this election, the chief collation officer and returning officer, will decide when collation will resume so that this election can finally be called, which is why you're seeing what you're seeing right now. You can also see the National Commissioner in charge of Publicity and Voter Education, Mr. Festus Okoye, part of the people on that high table where the results have been announced. So, calculation, tabulation, to sum up for each candidate what they score before the election will be called is what is going on right now in Yola, the Adamawa state capital, for this particular election. Remember, this election had held like every other election on March the 18th, but it was one of the two inconclusive elections due to the margin of lead, and it was rescheduled for a supplementary election on Saturday, April the 15th. And then collation was not concluded, and the controversy started on Sunday, and meetings after meetings eventually were here when the final 10 local government now have been called for. Mubi North, Gombe, Goyuk, Tongo, Mubi South, Mayo, Belwa, Michika, Girei, Numan, and Madagali have now been called. The chief returning officer, the collation officer, is tabulating, as you can see from your screen, to ensure that he gets all the figures right so that we will make his final announcement on who has eventually emerged the governor-elect of Adamawa State. Live pictures from Yola, the Adamawa State Capital. The collation of supplementary governorship election results. Any moment from now, we will be hearing from the collation and returning officer for this election, Professor Mohammed Mele, who will make the final call as to who has been elected governor-elect in Adamawa State. Quite a journey for the people of this state, from one incident controversy to the other, all the way from March the 18th, when the people of this state set out to elect a new governor. After the end of that exercise, the election was inconclusive due to the margin of lead, and afterwards was rescheduled as part of other supplementary elections for 3 days ago, which is April the 15th. Yet again, collation could not be concluded on that Saturday, so they postponed the election, the collation of resumption of collation to the next day, which was Sunday, for 11 a.m. But things took a different turn, a dramatic turn, about 9 a.m. when the resident electoral commissioner, a company of security agencies, came into this particular hall to make an announcement declaring the APC candidate winner of the election, and it sparked a lot of controversy across board. And the INEC National had to meet and make a decision. One of the first things INEC did was to declare that collation suspended and declared the exercise of Sunday morning at about 9 a.m. null and void. And it has been a roller coaster. The APC candidate has headed to the court with an application, and we're still following up on that. But INEC today met at the national headquarters to make a decision. One of their decisions was to write to the IGP to investigate and possibly prosecute the resident electoral commissioner, Nuhu Yunusa Ari, after he was suspended by INEC. And of course, they also wrote to the SGF in their brief to talk about action in appointing Rex, plus other things, one of which was that the resident or the returning officer, collation officer, Professor Mohammed Mele, will decide when resumption will commence. Resumption of collation will commence for this exercise, and just a few hours we're back in Yola to see that the resumption has actually commenced, just what you're witnessing at the moment. So if you're just tuning in, 10 remaining local government areas in the Adamawa State supplementary elections have been announced. The local governments are Mubi North, Gombe, Goyok, Fongo, Mubi South, Mayobelwa, Michika, Girei, Newman, Madagali. Those are the local governments that were outstanding that have now been announced. The results are in, and the collation officer, you can see from your screen, is tabulating figures to make the final call. But as that is going on, let's also bring to your notice that the IGP, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, has actually approved the withdrawal. Let me read for you. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Alkali Baba, has ordered the Commissioner of Police on election duty in Adamawa State, Mohammed Bade, to withdraw from the state with immediate effect. The IGP also ordered that the Commissioner of Police in charge of Gombe State, CP Etimekwa, immediately proceed to Adamawa State for election security of the yet-to-be-concluded supplementary governorship poll. So, these are some of the things that has happened in Adamawa State, which has been in the eye of the storm for the past 3 days since Sunday, since that controversial moment when the other result was announced. So, we're just sitting and waiting and watching and observing as this is going on to see what the final results will be after the remaining 10 local government areas have been announced by the different collation officers from the different local government areas, and then there will be a final announcement of the entire result, candidate by candidate, party by party, to decide who is now the governor-elect of Adamawa State. This is Channels Television. We're waiting for the final announcement of the result of the Adamawa governorship election. That's a supplementary governorship election by the returning officer, the collation officer, Professor Mohammed Mele, who is seated just besides the National Commissioner in charge of voter education and publicity, Mr. Festus Okoye. So if you just tuned in, that's the returning officer collating, tabulating to ensure that it crosses all the T's and dots all the I's. But let's bring you up to speed with how we got here today, just for today. So earlier today, the INEC National Headquarters had met, given the events that are taking place in Adamawa State from Saturday to Sunday to yesterday. They met and they made a decision. Part of the decision they made is they wrote to the Inspector General of Police to initiate an investigation and possible prosecution of the resident electoral commissioner in that state, Mr. Hudu Yunusa Ari, who had made a declaration of results, or declared the results on Sunday morning at about 9 a.m., an action the commission describes as null and void and suspended collation. And they say it should be investigated and possibly prosecuted, in their words, for usurping the responsibility of Professor Mohammed Mele, who is a collation and returning officer for this supplementary election in Adamawa State. Part of what they also decided in that meeting at the national headquarters of INEC is the request to the secretary to the government of the federation to draw the attention of an appointing authority to the unwholesome behavior of the REC for further action. The third decision they put out on their Twitter handle this afternoon was that the collation process will resume at a time to be determined by the returning officer, which is how we got here. So a few hours after they met, we are in Yola, the Adamawa State capital, where collation resumed. And a few moments ago, the collation was concluded for the remaining 10 local government areas. I'm going to list those local government areas for you. Mobi North, Gombe, Goyuk, Twongo, Mobi South, Mayo Belwa, Mechika, Girei, Numan, and Madagali. Those were the local government that were outstanding, that were not announced yet before the incident of 9 a.m. of Sunday happened. And now all of those local government are being called and results collated, and you can see the returning officer doing his job to ensure that he calculates it properly to decide who has finally won this election. So remember, part of their decision was for the IGP to investigate and prosecute the now suspended rep from INEC. The IGP has also taken another action by ordering the Commissioner of Police on election duty in Adamawa State, Mohammed Bade, to withdraw from the state with immediate effect because he witnessed the incident on that Sunday morning. The IGP also ordered that the Commissioner of Police in charge of Gombe State, CP Etim Ekwa, should immediately proceed to Adamawa State for election security for this exercise. So that's been what has been happening as far as the Adamawa State governorship supplementary election is concerned. And also a couple of other things. The APC candidate that was declared by the REC on Sunday has also made an application in the court seeking for what she calls judicial review of the entire process, and has made some prayers, quite a lengthy one. I can go through all of it at the moment as we continue to keep our eyes on all of this. But when she approached the court gave condition for hearing the application seeking to uphold her declaration as governor-elect. So there's a lot going on here in Adamawa, at the courts and every other party involved in this entire exercise. But for this moment right here on Channels Television, we are just sitting and waiting for the final announcement of the Adamawa State governorship election. Remember, the process started just like every other process on the 18th of March, when the governorship and state assembly elections were held across the country in about 28 states of the federation. And of course, at the end of the exercise, some states were called, some were not called, but in Adamawa State, it was one of the two inconclusive elections. That's Adamawa and Kebbi states. Kebbi has been called, a winner has emerged, but right now Adamawa doesn't have a governor-elect until the gentleman you're seeing with the cap there makes that final call. He is statutorily empowered by the law, according to the Electoral Act, to decide based on votes counted scored by each political party to decide who becomes the governor-elect according to the highest number of votes, and if the person has met the constitutional requirement to be declared winner and returned, elected. That's the moment we're all waiting for right now. So the big battle is between the APCs, the NANI, and the PDP's Amadu Fintiri. Any moment from now, we'll get to know who the governor-elect will be. from Channel Television right here in Yola, Adamawa State. You're watching the collation of the governorship supplementary election by the returning officer. 10 local governments have been called, I've said that earlier, and I've listed those local governments to include Mubi North, Gombe, Duyu, Tongo, Mubi South, Mayo, Belwa, Michika, Gerei, Numan, and Madagali. Those are the outstanding local government areas that we've all been waiting for to make a final call on who is the governor-elect of Adamawa State. Let's remind you that at the end of today, as soon as this election is called or a winner is declared by the returning officer, that will finally bring to an end the 2023 governorship elections across the 28 states that held the elections. Remember that after the 2023 elections at the state level, 2 states' elections were declared inconclusive, one of which is the one you're watching now from Adamawa State and Kebbi State. Kebbi has been called on Sunday, and of course we also had 2 suspended elections that on March the 18th, which is Abia and Ebonyi. Those ones have also been called as well. But when you compare these to what happened in 2019, this is the second time actually in 2 successive elections where Adamawa has ended up in an inconclusive election. In 2019, after the first round of polls of the 29 states that held election, as at then Imo was part of the election, didn't join the off cycle as at that moment. Out of the 29 states, 6 states elections were inconclusive. Adamawa was one of them. The only state that elections were suspended, collation was suspended in 2019 was Rivers State. Going forward in 2023, just 2 states is where we have elections that were inconclusive, and then an increase by 50% of elections that were suspended. That's in Abia and Enugu State. So just to give you a bit of historical background to how these things have been working out in the last 2 successive elections. So Adamawa, this is the second time in 2 successive election cycle where elections will be inconclusive. So we're seeing it, watching very closely how this pans out eventually. So the returning officer will make a final decision as to who emerges the governor-elect. So that's what we are all waiting for right here on Channels Television. watching live pictures from Yola, the Adamawa state capital, where 1.9 million persons who collected their permanent voter cards are waiting to know who is their governor-elect. From INEC's database, we understand that 1.9 million citizens of Adamawa State collected their permanent voter card to decide on who leads them at various levels, at the state and the federal level. And for this governorship election, those people and more, every other citizen who may not have had the opportunity to vote, are all waiting and watching channels, television, to see who will be announced right here, right now, by Professor Mohammed Mele, who is the returning officer, who will be their governor-elect, who is to be sworn in on May the 29th. But let's remind you that this is not a new territory to the people of Adamawa State. It was the same experience for them in 2019, because in 2019, the elections here in Adamawa State was also inconclusive after the first ballot. It was one of the states, there were 6 of them. There was Sokoto, there was Kano, there was Bauchi, there was Plateau, there was Benue, and Adamawa. And yet again, this time in 2023, Adamawa is one of the 2 states where elections were inconclusive. That's Adamawa and Kebbi. And Kebbi has been called on Sunday, just left with Adamawa to make the 28 states where we can now say we now have governors, the governor-elect or governor-in-waiting. Governor Madu Fintri is seeking re-election, and APC's Benani is hoping to upset him. So that is a battle, the APC versus the PDP in this particular election. But any moment from now, we'll get to know from the INEC, empowered by law to make this announcement, where the pendulum will swing. But let's also tell you that before this 2023 election, the APC came into this election with 17 states controlled by the APC. As at the moment, the last count where all the results have been concluded in other 27 states where governorship elections held, APC has won a total of 16. That's a net loss of 1. The PDP came into this election with 11 states. And as at the last count, the PDP has won 9 states with a net loss of 1. That upset was caused by the Labour Party in Abia, where they won, and NNPP in Kano State. So any moment from now, whoever wins this election in Adamawa State is going to add that net addition to which of the 2 big political parties at the end of the exercise. So we're all waiting. We can see Mr. Festus Okoye, the National Commissioner in charge of voter education and publicity, seated right next to Professor Mohammed Mele, who is a returning officer. You can see that this has been a very, very tense moment from Sunday, controversial as some, court cases at the others, and protests on the street. So it's a mixed bag of so many things that have happened from Saturday to Sunday to Monday and to this final moment. If there's anything we're certain, hopefully, is that at the end of this day, today, April the 18th, hopefully, we should have a governor-elect for Adamawa State to conclude the 28 states that the elections would have been called for these 2023 states and state governorship elections, as well as state assembly elections across the country.
Chef, I think we have made everything. Sorry, please. You can't hear it. The party, I think. No, without supplementary. Okay. Now we take it This can you?
It appears the moment we've been waiting for is just about to commence. You can see colleagues there ensuring that they get the best visibility and the best audio to see that they don't miss any moment. If there is any moment that the political watchers across the country are looking at, if there's any moment that anybody who is interested in democracy is watching, this is the moment. So our viewers around the world and in Nigeria.
So please just be patient. Okay, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, can we... I am going to read out the final results for the supplementary governorship election held on the 15th of April 2023 in some polling units in Adamawa State. So the total number of registered voters for the supplementary election is 42,929. 42,929. 42929. Number of accredited voters 16,423. 16423. Scores by the political parties. AA 202. ADC 2828. ADP 4040. APC 6,513. 6513. ABGA 1616. APM 303. APP 202. LP 303. NNPP 505. NRM 3535. PDP 9,337. 9337. PRP 303. SDP 505. YPP 606. ZLP 101. The total valid votes 15,999. 15999. Rejected votes 399. 399. Total votes cast 16,398. 16398. Now I'm going to read the total of the main gubernatorial election and the supplementary, the summation. Right? Total number of registered voters 2,196,566. 2196566.
Number of accredited voters, 876, 387. 876, 387. Scores by the parties. AA, 643. 643. ADC, 3024. 3024. ADP, 2174. 2174. APC, 398,788. 398,788. ABGA, 892. 892. APM, 606. 606. APP, 286. 286. LP, 2732. 2732. NNPP, 4852. 4852. NRM, 1273. 1272. PDP, 430,869. 430,861. PRP, 1,188. 1188. SDP, 6,870. 6870. YPP, 1,431. 1431. ZLP, 200. 200. Total valid votes, 853,819. 853,819. Rejected votes, 15,287. 15287. Total votes cast, 869,106. 869,106. So these are the results. So I now call on party agents here present to come and... Yes, you come in alphabetical order, please. So we start with A.
Assigning the two.
Yeah, boss. You know how to sign that one first? Yeah, and this one. Guide him, please. Next, ADC. ADC. DADC. Okay, next. ADP. ADP. Sign.
APC, APC, APGA, APGA, APM. Okay, come. Iskan yana dagawa sai. APP. Next is which one? LP. Next is NNPP. Next is what? NRM. NNPP if you are around. Why are they coming up here?
Amen.
Left. Okay. One next. NLPP ban. Okay, then PDP. TRP. Next question. SDP. SDP. YPP. ZLP. Okay. Sarah. Okay. Yes. I'm happy. Normally the carbon copies are not good, so we sometimes ask them to. I think they can do that, right? Because after the first, as you go down, they become faint. Okay. So the first one is for police.
This one is fine.
Yeah, okay. One and a half. Let me remove this.
Give them to me. Bring the cigar.
Yeah.
From here.
Okay, from here. That's one.
set as the second set.
Let him
These ones are fainter. And again. I think from this may not be useful. The declarer ones, keep them some on top. Let me keep these ones here.
This is the last one.
Okay. I think that's
only the parties are signed.
Yeah. So when the same signing I see they were.
Make your
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I, Professor Mohammed Lamin Mele, hereby certify that I am the returning officer for the 2023 Adamawa State Governorship election held on the 15th day of April 2023. The election was contested. The candidates received the following votes. Tahir Hussaini, AA, 643. Usman Mohammed Shua, ADC, 3,024. 3024. Babangida Umaru, ADP, 2,174. 2174. Dahiru Ahmed Aishatu, APC, 396,788. 396,788. Sholi Yahya Abga, 892. 892. Babajo Bello, APM, 606. 606. Adam Abdulkadir Isa, APP, 286. 286. Mustafa Umar Madawaki, LP, 2,732. 2732. Muhammad Chibadu Saad Tahir, NNPP, 4,852. 4852. Abba Maina Aliyu, NRM, 1,272. 1272. Umaru Ahmadu Fintiri, PDP, 430,861. 861. Baba Inna Ibrahim, PRP, 1,188. 1188. Ardo Umar, SDP, 6,870. 6870. Maigana Ismaila Musa, YPP, 1,431. 1431. Dadu Amron, ZLP,
200. That Umaru Ahmadu Fintiri of PDP, having satisfied the requirement of the law, is hereby declared the winner and returned.
Just in from Adamawa State, the professor, returning officer of the Adamawa State Governorship Supplementary Election, Professor Mohammed Lamido Mele, has declared the candidate of the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, the incumbent governor of the state, Madu Fintiri, the governor-elect of this election, polling 430,861 votes, as against the APC's 398,738 votes. You can see the score right there. Madu Fintiri is scoring 430,861 votes to emerge the governor-elect. He's the incumbent governor and has just been re-elected for a second time, beating his closest opponent of the APC, Binani, Aisha Ahmed, with 398,788 votes.
Staffs of INEC, members of the civil society, the ever-watchful, ever-vigilant, and ever-patriotic members of the press, we want to use this opportunity to thank God the Almighty for us seeing this day. And first and foremost, to thank God Almighty for not allowing Adamawa to descend into anarchy. We want to use this opportunity to thank the chairman of INEC for immediately coming out and announcing the misadventure and the criminal behavior of Hudu by declaring an illegal result. We thank him enormously for rescuing democracy and for rescuing peace in Adamawa. We want to also not mention specifically Comrade Barrister, National Commissioner Festus Okoye, for even promptly making a very strong condemnation of the misbehavior of Hudu and also the decision INEC have taken today. Because, as we have been saying, the full rights of the law have to be applied on Hudu for this misbehavior, first and foremost to punish criminality, and secondly to send very strong example for future culprits who will be contemplating issues like this. We are also calling on the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of SSS, and the Director of Civil Defense to also investigate their officers, their complicity in accompanying Hudu toward this illegal declaration of results. We want to also say we thank the other agencies, security agencies, especially the Chief of Army Staff, for providing adequate security throughout this election and also during the collation of these results. I will not conclude without thanking specifically this ever very honorable, very patriotic Nigerian, very humble Professor Mohammed Mele, incorruptible Nigerian, who all effort has been made to corrupt him to declare an illegal regard, he refused. Nigerians, this is an example of a very honorable man. We cannot also conclude without thanking the former Commissioner of Police in Adamawa, Mr. Afolabi, and the interim director of SSS that supervised the gubernatorial election on 18th of March. They were honorable members. They rescued this situation because the wuja of the APC was attempted right from on 18th of March. Those honorable gentlemen denied them this opportunity of doing what they did day before yesterday. Finally, we want to thank the members of the civil society. They were vigilant. They were active. They were vocal. They have stood with democracy. The members of the press is final. You are the air and eyes and the conscience of the nation. Thank you very much. And thank everybody who participated in this coalition and in the elections. And we thank you. Thank you, the good people of Nigeria.